Hello.
Hi guys.
Welcome to Wednesday Night Yarn Adventures.
It's
Only
not
it's not night.
it's not night here. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Because we are in Aloha, Hawaii, which is on the Big Island. Behind us is Kilo Bay, and
We're at Queen Kalani Park.
yes,
So
I'm really glad you were trying to say that because I did not.
we,
Where is that?
we're having a great time. We just
Yes.
got here yesterday.
Yes, last night.
It wasn't too bad. I don't know. The flight wasn't too bad.
Is it short? Because we only flew
Yeah.
from Salt Lake, which is only like 5 hours, so
It
or
worked
6 hours.
out really well.
So yeah, and so yeah, today is July 3rd. The park is way busier than the last time I came to
Yeah.
visit, which was also in July.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago in July. So we're very excited. My friend Sophie, from when we grew up together, lives here with her husband Brian, who is a master videographer and found this lovely spot
He
for us.
set up. He framed the shot.
He did. He is doing an amazing job. Jess says hi over on Instagram. How's it going, Jess? I've been loving your spinning adventures. And speaking of,
We've done a lot of adventures.
we have done a lot of adventures this week. So
It's been big.
let's start chatting about some adventures here.
So last Wednesday, we were at Badlands National Park. Got there, set up our camp. It was really nice. The camp was actually outside the park, technically. It's like, not outside the park. It was not, the campground was not run by the national park.
Oh,
But it was part of the
yeah,
something pretty club.
sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did all kinds of fun stuff. After we chatted with you guys, we hung out, went for a little walk.
We did, actually. We had gone hiking when we first came in. It was hiking town. And then the next day, we did most of the driving through the park. We kind of stayed on the eastern side of the park and drove through the next day. That was our first trip to Badlands, and we were able to see a lot, actually.
We saw bison. We saw a big herd of bison. We saw a couple of bighorn sheep out and about.
A million prairie dogs.
Tons and tons of prairie dogs. Burrowing out in one of the prairie dog towns, which is pretty cool. We also saw lots of antelope, tons of antelope, and we had a really good time hanging out in
So we kind of moseyed through the park.
Yes.
We went all the way through, and then after the Sage Creek overlook, we turned and went north back up to I-90.
with the wall.
And the wall, we did not go to Wall Drive this time. Once was nice to go to Wall Drive.
We went to Wall Drive in 2010 on our honeymoon trip, and I think one trip to Wall Drive in your lifetime is enough, but you should definitely go. I mean, it's definitely worth going. What?
You need exactly one trip.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we got back on the interstate and headed west. Drove through a lot of we finished up South Dakota.
And we went to sorry.
Was
we went to Devil Tower.
Yeah. That was
which is a national monument. Yeah, I could just get in the flight over. They're getting me. That is the hazard of being in flight. So we went to Devil Tower, which was really cool.
We had also never seen that.
We didn't stop there last time, and so we were really excited about that. We heard that Jewel Cave and Wind Cave was closed, which is the national park, due to they're putting in a new elevator. So we did not go down past Rushmore and like Crazy Horse and everything. We just stuck to the interstate this time. So it was a different route for us. And then we headed on out from.
Did we go all the way to the left?
We did. Yeah, we did not go on around. We went ahead and drove on out to Gillette, and we stayed in with our friends who were hosting us at Lincoln Mountain Dairy Shop in Gillette. So we stayed in their front yard, and Stephanie and her husband James, awesome, and the kiddos, who were very, very helpful with everything we were doing.
They let us park in the driveway. They put a camp in the driveway. Um, he put in a. They had been wanting to do it for a while, but put in a 30-amp plug for us. Yeah, and he's an
And so you
electrician,
can
so
totally hire them. I just called Big Game Electric.
yeah,
And
he's a master electrician.
master electrician. And so if you're looking for some electric help, and now licensed in South Dakota.
Yeah,
They're working on their South Dakota license when we were there. So licensed in South Dakota and Wyoming.
So we were able to plug up in their driveway.
We didn't need to. It was so nice.
No, yeah, we
It
didn't.
was like cool.
We were
and
worried
pretty.
we were going to need the air conditioning because the day that we got there, it had been like 94. But we decided that we did not need the air after all. So
Heather says nice back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not fake Heather.
It's okay. I mean, it'll do for today, I guess. But
And
we let's see. So yeah, Gillette was pretty fun.
yeah, it's just spinning. I did a little bit of sort of
I forgot about that. So
in Badlands, and then I did a little spinning. I did not spin when we went to Double Tower.
tell them about Tour de Police.
Okay, so those who do not know, Tour de Police runs parallel with Tour de France, and basically we're pedaling in solidarity with cyclists as spinners. Except I don't pedal, I electric spin, so I just push buttons. So, but a lot of it is that these cyclists go through these really scenic, really beautiful areas in France and Italy. They started in Italy this year, which is kind of cool. It's like the fourth time ever that the race started in Italy. It started in Nice, and so I believe. Yeah, and so today is stage 5. Well, it did. It was like, I think I posted it like noon y'all time, like Central Time. It was like 7 a.m. here, and so I was like, oh look, they've already like finished for the day. But apparently it's been pretty dramatic and awesome. So if you are following along with that, that's cool. So Tour de Police basically is just a challenge, mainly for yourself. Some teams have more specific rules about yardages or like materials or even like the type of wheel that you're using or anything like that. But we are Tour de Yarn Adventure is basically where can yarn spinning take us? So literally, my goal is to spin in as many different places as possible for the next few weeks.
You started off in the Badlands.
I started off in the Badlands. We
You didn't spin at Devil's Tower, but you certainly spun quite a bit in Gillette.
I did a lot of spinning even in the driveway. When we got set up, I finished out the braid of merino and silk that I had, and that was actually the day before. That was
Aloha, Alice.
Yes. So I have been spinning everywhere else, and I spun on Tour de Police for, and in Swanky Mountain, I just spun outside, I spun inside. I did some flying. The wind was not my friend, and so my flying was very challenging. But I did the gain. I ended up with about 300 and was it 3 something?
It was 203, so it was 406.
406 yards and 8 ounces of fiber in a merino silk split. So
203 was about the like per 100 grand.
Yeah, so it's right out of DK worsted. It's a really nice yarn. I think I really like it. Yeah. So and then I was gonna finish up my what I had on my bobbin, which was a alpaca merino alpaca camel and silk blend from 316 Dye Studio. And it's in the colorway Himalayan sea salt. And so I spun on that, and I got about 2 ounces of that 4-ounce braid done, and that is sitting on a bobbin back in Utah right now, and it will be plied with another 4-ounce single that I have done earlier this year, and it's also from 316 Dye Studio. It's a brown and white BFL blend. So it is mixed BFL. It's beautiful. But what I'm spinning now is my alpaca roving, which I showed off to you guys from Sutton at Home Alpacas. This is Freckles. I'm working on my first. So I thought I had done 4 ounces, but apparently I've only done 2. So I'm working on my first 4 ounces of the alpaca that I'm going to spin up, and I'm going to fly together, and then I'm going to knit into a sweater. So
I'm not watching the baseball game. I'm monitoring the comments.
yes,
I am actually doing a legitimate computer job right
now. So yeah, I've been spinning on all of those things. So when we left Gillette, we went out after a fantastic weekend, I might say, within
Yeah, it was a
and Felony.
We had a great time.
We did.
With one friend.
Yeah, we made new friends, which is always a bonus.
Great pizza place there, pizza trail.
We really enjoyed all of that. And then we drove across, when we finished up Saturday afternoon, we drove across Wyoming for about 5 hours, and we went to Dubois, Wyoming, and we camped at a RV park. And it was mainly so that we could get through the dark sky.
Actually, I'll show you a couple of pictures.
If you do a newsletter, you also saw that he took pictures in Felony's front yard as well. So yeah.
I took a couple of pictures. So this is the telescope outside the truck at our campsite. It was like what, 6,000 feet elevation.
Yeah, it was quite a ways up there. Now we went back to Dubois' home to the National Bigfoot. Did we see Bigfoot Tuesday? Absolutely not. But that's okay. Dubois is about an hour outside of Teton National Park, which I believe the technical address for Teton is Jackson, Wyoming. Not Jackson Hole, but Jackson. So Dean did his photos. He did love it.
Yeah, that's true.
He would share his pictures, but he didn't share it. Okay, so.
I got to take a picture in Tony and James' driveway. So that way it was the Eastern Veil Nebula, and then I got to take a picture of the Western Veil Nebula at the Alice Katy does have sunscreen.
I have my sunscreen on. I just put it on. I got it.
And I got to take the other one, the Western Veil Nebula at the Solitude RV Park. So both turned out extremely awesome. Very happy with it. I don't know why that was.
Okay, well, anyway, so if you follow us on social media, Dean will repost those as well.
It's a shame because they look really awesome.
They really, really do. They turned out super fantastic. We were very impressed with how they turned out. So we got up the next morning and drove to Grand Teton National Park, where. All right.
Pretty short drive.
It was a nice, and we got some really cool pictures with Tucker and the trio sitting in the front of the truck. And it's Tucker's first trip to Grand Teton National Park. It was also our first trip to Grand Teton National Park. We had such a great time there. First thing we got in the park, saw the big herd of buffalo, and so we had to with them. The scenery was absolutely fantastic. On the drive from Dubois to the park, came over like a mountain pass. Can't remember the name of it right now, but we came over this mountain pass, and it was like Grand Teton. I mean, like the Tetons were right there, and so that was the video of me spinning overlooking the mountain, and that one was really, really cool and fun with it. So. We did that, and then we went to the visitor center. We then drove on around and went to Jenny Lake. The flies are doing it. I think they like the smell of my sunscreen. They seem to be very attached to it. So Jenny Lake, and we walked around on the little like discovery trail there, and then
do a ton of hiking. did we did the whole like driving route.
We did.
42 miles or whatever. Yeah. And the whole we got tons of pictures.
Yeah. High road.
The high road. Yeah, that's great.
So we drove around and we got camped at Culture Bay Campground in Grand Teton in the, I think it's in the Jackson area.
It's back to the
so our campsite was awesome, except for the large number of mosquitoes and biting giant horseflies. So we pretty well stayed inside the RV, inside of the yarn shop.
Like at the campsite.
Yeah, at the campsite.
Everywhere else, those were not bad at all.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
I don't know what the deal was.
So we really, really enjoyed going to Grand Teton. It was really great. Definitely recommend going.
It was different. I don't know. We were talking about different ones from,
yeah,
like the Rockies in Colorado, and it was. I don't know. It just had a different feel, and you're just like really right up next to the mountain. Like it's like flat, and then the Teton is right there.
Well, the Snake River is also like right there, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then so we camped there Saturday night. No, Sunday night.
Sunday. Yeah.
And then we got up and we went from Grand Teton. We drove across the Targhee National Forest, which
we never did look that up.
We never did look that up, but we think it's like Targhee, like the sheep, because one, we saw like a giant herd of sheep owing the side of the mountain. Hundreds of sheep hanging out on the side of the mountain while we were driving across Wyoming into Idaho. And so
fun in Idaho.
I
fun
did.
In Grand Teton. Fun in Idaho. We stopped at actually a gas station.
It was a gas station. Okay, we tried to go and spin in town in Lava Hot Springs, but it just it was like super duper touristy, and it's holiday week.
Great parking and a great place with good scenery to look at. So we went outside of town and we kind of climbed up about 100 to 200 feet. And had a great view.
Yeah, we had a nice little view of the big hills and a couple of passes, and so we drove from there on into Utah and down to the Great Salt Lake Wildlife Preserve, Shoreline Preserve.
Yeah.
And I did some spinning there, and those views were absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
We had never been in that area. See that. And then we took some video there, and then we went down to the yarn shop, Willow Hill, in Taylorsville, Utah, and great little yarn shop. I did recommend it. Super cute, great yarn. I picked up some yarn from the Backcountry Knitter, who is local to Salt Lake City, and then we went south of the city and went to American Fork and had dinner with a friend. So there's me spinning at the Shoreline Preserve. And
it's just a marshy area, like kind of where the lake used to be / sometimes is water. But yeah, it was a cool wildlife experience that we had not really seen a lot of before. So we actually we went and got to catch up with a friend from residency. So we haven't seen Steve and Catherine in 8 years.
Yeah.
And so that was a lot of fun. I get to see a friend and
chat about all kinds of stuff. We had to show off all of his actual photography pictures.
Our poor waitress came by and we were just like, yeah, we're good. We're gonna be talking a long time. And so
we did tell her ahead of time, when we showed up, we're like, you haven't seen these people in 7 years, so 8 years. So they might be here a while. She's like, that's okay. So anyway, the food was absolutely delicious, by the way. If you get a chance to go, it is called Soul Agave in American Fork. The food is amazing.
It is
Highly recommend. It is a taste of Mexico. It is like
super good. Like,
not Tex-Mex.
not a lot of Tex-Mex. It was
Really good, and it was like chef Mexican.
so
Really
good.
good.
Erica
So-
says it's amazing. And Eva says that she's
Oh.
worried about.
Hey, it's Erica's birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Erica.
Yeah. Shout me out, Erica. Yeah, that's right.
Anita says that she's worried about you going over the light thing and they're just behind you.
There is also a bay, a corner of the bay right in front of us as well, and we're sitting underneath a cocoa tree.
And we're gonna be here all week.
So yeah.
So,
Poetry. So our wedding rings, we upgraded our wedding rings a few years ago, 2 years ago when we were here.
Yep.
We upgraded our wedding rings from redwood, California redwood, inlaid in Katy to koa inlaid in.
We were actually when we upgraded for the redwood one. We thought Katy had lost her ring. I thought she hadn't. But
in 2017.
Well, she had lost it, but we found it. So in 2017,
we were moving.
we were on a big road trip after I finished residency, and we went back to California, and we were in Monterey, and
went to Starbucks.
This happened to be at Starbucks.
Like the one like on the
right by the
pier.
aquarium.
Yeah, right next to the aquarium.
And we were standing there with a long line of Starbucks, and the line like reached outside the store across the way. It was like a jewelry store.
And they had California redwood inlaid titanium rings.
And
they were like $200.
Yeah, I mean it was, not pricey for for rings. And so we on a whim kind of did that.
Yeah.
And then when we were here 2 years ago, so that wasn't 5 years after that, we were similar thing. We saw the jewelry shop.
We had been running, and we had lost a ton of weight. Both of us had lost a bunch of weight. And so we were like, my ring kept falling off, and so I needed a new one. And so we got new ones on the hair, and that was really cool. So now we just have Hawaii to go down with us.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. And
Erica says 25 times 2.
Oh yeah, it was a big one. Right, remember we had that whole dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Erica from my table at Zombie Apocalypse, who is amazing and lives in North Carolina. Yay. Turned a big birthday today. So
we I was gonna say, so after when in Salt Lake we went and stayed after we met up with our friends and we went in the park down to the camp. It's Great Salt Lake State Park campground.
Yes.
And
if you arrive after dark, the gates are closed.
Ever go there after dark, and you call them first for a code to get you into electric gate. And so we had not done that. And yep.
So luckily someone was coming out and we were able to zip our way back in.
It would have been
and it would not have been fun. My break band has decided to fight stuff.
And so it was dark, but we woke up the next morning, took some cool pictures. So this is like right on the Great Salt Lake.
Yeah. Like we were like, I mean,
I got Antelope Island right across the way there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really cool to get to see. I don't know, we just never seen Great Salt Lake.
No, it was really, really neat to get to see like
traveled a lot of places, never seen it.
So I love spinning.
Yeah.
I do not like cotton break band cording, just plain stitching cotton, and so I'm gonna be rethreading this tonight with not that. So that is okay, no big deal. Hazard of spinning. Yeah. So I did a bunch of spinning. So we got up and we drove the yarn truck. It is parked very safely at our friend's home in Utah. Evie is spending a week with 3 rambunctious boys. She's parked in their basketball goals.
Yeah.
But they our friend Maggie with Yarnaceous Fibers graciously allowed us to park there.
Being a sleepover with Yarnaceous.
Yeah, she is. So she's having a good time, hopefully learning all about dinosaur fossils.
Yeah.
So, and Maggie very graciously also took us to the airport, and I believe she's going to pick us up. So I am super excited to have that opportunity to hang out.
Earlier.
A little earlier. But even if not, it's a big deal.
So yeah, and then we flew here.
Yeah, so I spun yesterday.
It's been been on a plane in front of the airport.
I spun at the Salt Lake City Airport, and then I also spun when we got to Honolulu waiting for our flight to Gilo.
Yeah.
And so we.
I mean,
and I have been spinning. I spun for like an hour and a half
I didn't
this
actually take any
morning.
video of what you take here.
That's okay. We'll make that happen. I think Brian may stop.
I think we got it.
But yeah, so we are.
We'll be here all week.
We will be here all week. We'll be enjoying the views. We're gonna go up to Mauna Kea, I believe, which is the high point, where all the observatory telescopes are, and watch sunset one night. Where there are supposedly fireworks down here at this park. Later on this week, tomorrow. I kind of forgot it was a holiday, so that was fun.
So next week we'll just be talking about only fly stuff.
Yes, we will only. The music's very worried about it. Okay, I have to read the rest. I do have my sunscreen on. I really promise I do. So how long?
26 minutes.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Look at this alpaca, guys. It's looking so very good. So I'm working on this, and it's going to be lovely. I also pulled out a jeans backpack.
Yeah.
His muscle girl hat. So we're going to be working on this. This is getting it placed in Colorado for fingering sock yarn, and this colorway is called Sexual. I don't think we have it in the truck.
Not at the moment.
No. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
What else?
Yeah, so please, if you want to participate, there's not a lot of rules for us. Just
hashtag tour the yarn adventure, because we want to see where you're spinning. I want to know.
Spin in whatever place grabs your fancy.
Have you been watching Jazz's videos?
I watched the one like 2 days ago. I did not watch the one today.
Jazz from Marlin Farms has been spinning among her Gulf Coast native sheep. And today she was spinning in the mill, or for stage 5. She was spinning at Winterstrom Fiber Mill. Nice. And then she was like inside the mill while it was like doing stuff, and she was processing. And then she filmed a little bit in the barn yesterday. Like it's been really cool to watch. So if you, I did put that in our stories. I shared that video from the mill today in the stories. So check that out if you're interested in seeing that. And then, and she talks all about the Shape 'em to Save 'em initiative, especially for Texas, which is pretty cool. And then I'm still working on alpaca. I have a whole lot of alpaca.
Yep.
So I will keep doing that. Anything else for anyone?
No.
What else are we gonna do here?
A bunch of stuff.
We're gonna spin in a lot of places because, yeah, I mean, this is fun, and I love my wheel because it goes everywhere with us. Yeah, I do love that part. We are definitely enjoying the breeze and the view, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. So, thanks to Steffi and Brian for letting us stay at their place and driving us around. So, yeah, the ultimate Hawaiian adventure. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Happy crafting, guys.